You'd be amazed at how many benefits people forget to sign up for things that they already actively use. Hey guys, Sebastian from AskSebby. Today we're looking at 15 benefits that you should sign up for if you have the Platinum card. Big favor as always is to give this a thumbs up, and if you're someone new here, consider subscribing. The ordering might be a little bit weird, but there's also a chapters tool, so if you get bored, feel free to skip to the next part. The main goal is to minimize the pain that you might feel in the future. With that ominous warning, let's start off with number 1, signing up for Priority Pass. So for this and a lot of the other ones, you do need to log into your account and go to the Benefits tab and then scroll down. You'll see a bunch of different options. For this one, it's going to be the Lounge one. So once you click into that, you scroll to the bottom and you see the Enroll button again. After you do this, it takes about 10 to 14 business days to receive the physical Priority Pass card. I've seen my fair share of people yell at the front desk person of a Priority Pass lounge because they can't get in with their physical Platinum card or maybe even a Chase card. For the front desk person, they just need to swipe the Priority Pass card. That way they can charge the network, which then charges American Express. Talking to the manager doesn't really solve anything because they can't really do anything about it. There are some other lounges that don't require the Priority Pass card because they're just partnered with American Express. So for the Delta Sky Club, the Centurion Lounge, Escape Lounges, and a lot of the other ones, all you need to do is have the Platinum card. Number 2 is to add your Platinum card to your Delta account, so part of your Delta wallet. The reason for this is to make it so that you don't need to have your physical card, so you get access to this when you're flying Delta. This pretty much means that all you need to do is scan your boarding pass, which is probably on your phone. You don't have to pull out the physical card. Number 3, activate Bonvoy and Hilton Gold status. This one's also on the site. Once you click into it, you're going to be able to add your number. If you don't have a number, then just create an account. One super quick tangent is that you are gifted status, so you don't have the corresponding nights. So for example, gold status for Bonvoy, typically you need to stay 25 nights, but if you wanted to get to the next level, if you want to get Platinum status, you would need to stay 50 nights, which is how much you need for Platinum, because you're not starting at 25, you're starting at 0. They're gifting you status, they're not gifting you 25 nights towards status. If you're someone traveling domestically and also to business locations, I'd temper your expectations because a lot of other people have status and gold level is not going to move the needle. For both of these, I would expect room upgrades to higher level rooms, late checkout, more points, and welcome gifts. And this might be water, more points, or sometimes something else. If you go abroad, then status does matter quite a bit more because they're not giving it out willy-nilly. The assumption is that you're actually traveling and staying those 30 nights a year, so you matter a little bit more. So for example, if you go to the W in the Maldives, which is part of Bonvoy, if you have gold status, they will upgrade you to overwater rooms. Other properties might not do the same thing, but I just feel like they care a little bit more. I think for a lot of people considering the card, hotel status as well as airline lounge access are the main reasons to go for the Platinum. All the other credits are there to subsidize the card a little bit to make it a little bit more reasonable. There are other cards that give you lounge access, but they generally cost you something like $550 without any other subsidy credits. If you are someone considering the Platinum card, I'd recommend checking out Card Match to see if you have an elevated offer. A ton of people have been seeing 150,000 points, and that's pretty much the best bet right now. So if you want to check that out, blog post down below, walking through Card Match. We also have links on our site, AskSebby.com, that really support the channel. If you're someone still on the fence and maybe considering the card long term, I'd recommend running your numbers through our calculator, which basically allows you to discount some of the credits to make sure that you're not overvaluing them. Link will be down below, or you can just Google AskSebby Platinum Calculator. It should pop up. As always, thank you guys so much for the support. It means a ton. Number 4 is adding the Platinum to your Uber account. So for this, you're going to get $200 per year, $15 per month, and then for December, you're going to get $35. It should be pretty instant, but if it doesn't work out right away, probably contact Uber support. Reminder that this also does work for Uber Eats, and I find that there's a lot of restaurants near me that if I do pickup, it's actually the same price as if I went there with a menu and just ordered. So pickup means that you don't have to pay delivery and also the Uber fees. It just makes a lot of sense. Just watch out for the increased pricing. I generally go for walks every day and there's a ton of restaurants near me, so it just makes a lot of sense. Number 5, continuing with credits, we have the digital entertainment credit. It's $240 per year, which is broken down into $20 per month, but it's only for 4 particular services right now, and hopefully they expand this in the future, but I don't see them doing this in the next year. So as of right now, it works for Audible, SiriusXM, New York Times, as well as Peacock. If you are someone watching this in late July or early August of 2021, then Peacock has been pretty useful for the Olympics. And in the future, if you're a time traveler, maybe if you want to rewatch The Office, that's probably your best bet. If all of the options seem pretty mediocre, I'd recommend just trying out Audible for a month and seeing if you like it. I'm a huge fan, not sponsored by them, but 3 suggestions that I would consider. Number 1 would be Ryan Holiday's Trust Me I'm Lying, which is a bit different, but I think it's pretty good storytelling. Number 2 is Aziz's Modern Romance, which is him narrating it, so pretty funny. And number 3, a bit more story-based, is Eddie Huang's Fresh Off the Boat. That's one of the cool things about Audible, is that you actually have the person who wrote the book, or at least whose story it is, talking about their own experience. It's not for all audiobooks, but for a lot of them. Number 6, we probably have the most controversial one, which is the Equinox Credit, $300 per year, broken down into $25 per month. If you're someone who uses Equinox, then just add your card to your account. Pretty straightforward there. And then if not, probably not going to be too useful. Maybe try out their app, which they do have for a month or two, see if you like it. If not, then pretty much write this off. I think in the past with the Platinum card, if you did not use all the credits, you were in a pretty bad spot. I think they're trying to make it such that you don't have to use every single credit. You can only maybe use 3, 4, maybe like half of them, and you're still going to come out ahead. Number 7 is another controversial one, which is going to be the Clear Credit. This is pretty much a private company version of TSA PreCheck, and you can technically use both services. So you can use Clear first and then go into the PreCheck line. You have a $179 credit, but there is a trick here. So if you sign up with a Delta or United account, even if you just have the basic account, then you're going to get a discount. As a general no status member, it's only $119 for you, so you save $60. Why would I care about saving $60 if the credit covers the service anyways? You can add a family member for $50, and you can add kids under 18 for free. So technically with the credit, you can add yourself and also your player too. The reason some people don't like this is because they don't really feel comfortable giving all this information to a private company, so it does depend on you. To me, it's always a balancing act and figuring out who you're comfortable giving information to. It's kind of like going surfing and how there's always a chance of a shark attack. On that morbid note, this video is sponsored by Surfshark. If you're someone traveling quite a bit and you're using a lot of public Wi-Fi, Surfshark prevents other people from snooping into your business. You'd be surprised how many services are monitoring your internet activity pretty much all the time. Depending on where I am and also what I'm currently doing, I end up turning on Surfshark quite a bit. Especially if you end up visiting some countries that might limit the sites that you're allowed to go on, a VPN gets you around that. Sign up right now for 83% off and also 3 months for free using code AskSebby. Link will be down below as well, either pinned or in the description box. Thank you guys in advance. Moving on, we have number 8, which is going to be the Saks credit. This one you do need to activate. It's going to be $100 per year, $50 per every 6 months, so every half year. You do need to end up using it by the duration time, so by June 30th and December 31st, so make sure to do that even a few days beforehand to make sure you don't miss out. The reason for this is because it might take a few days for it to process and for it to post, and you don't want to miss out on $50 for a few days. Your best bet are going to be sales, perfume or cologne, and skincare stuff. Maybe it's a gift for yourself or a player too or friends, but yeah, there's a few use cases. If all of that sounds stupid, then you can also get a kettle, you can get a coffee maker, or you can also get an air fryer. On a completely unrelated note, if you are someone with an air fryer, let me know what model you have and whether you like it because I'm considering one. I know a lot of people meme on air fryers, but I feel like I've heard a lot of good things as well. Basically looking for a way to cook food at night when I don't want to turn on the big oven when I'm doing super small portions. Number 9, if you are doing some shopping, I'd recommend signing up for ShopRunner. This ends up getting you free 2-day shipping and also free returns. It is a bit weird because 2-day shipping isn't really 2-day shipping. So Amazon, when you order something, you almost always get it 2 business days afterwards. Here they might process it for a day or 2 or 3 days. And then when they send it, it will be 2-day shipping from them sending it. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, just something that I found pretty annoying. Number 10 is going to be adding gold authorized user cards. So this is another one that people get very confused by. The gold authorized user card is different than the normal gold card that you can apply for that has the 4x back categories that have the other credits. It's completely different. If it's easier, imagine if the authorized user gold card was called a silver card or just anything other than gold. The only real purpose I would consider it for would be if you are someone who has a big family and you want to get a lot of global entry or TSA PreCheck credits, because for those cards, for each one you add, you technically generate another credit. Ironically, that's the only credit you get from that. You don't get any more Saks credits, you don't get any more Uber credits or anything else. It's just that global entry credit. I guess if you're someone with 69 kids, then theoretically you can get them global entry or TSA PreCheck. On that note, number 11 is global entry or TSA PreCheck. So if you're debating between the two, I'd probably just sign up for global entry. It gets you all of the TSA PreCheck credits and then some other additional ones for when you're coming back into the US. 4 more left, and I would say 2 of them are kind of annoying, so bear with me. Number 12 is the $200 hotel credit that works for fine hotel and resorts and also the hotel collection. So for the hotel collection, it has to be at least 2 nights, which is pretty annoying. So I'm going to ignore that one, but maybe there is a use case for you. For me, I'm going for the fine hotel and resorts. You only need to do 1 night, and there's a bunch of options that are technically cheaper than that credit amount. So it covers it pretty easily. My suggestion for this is going to be international or Vegas. So if you go somewhere like Bali, there's obviously a lot of expensive examples. Four Seasons is known for being expensive. That's their thing. But if you go to the Ritz-Carlton Bali, it's only $150 per night. Jimbaran Puri is $100 a night and Aliyah is $200 a night. So there are some options that might make sense for you that work out pretty well. And even if you were to stay at other hotels in Bali that I've actually been to, it's still, I would say, about $100 to $200 a night. So it's within the same realm. Vegas, tons of different examples. I really like the Waldorf Astoria, and then Nomad is in a pretty convenient place. Let me know if anyone's interested in me reviewing the fine hotel and resorts hotels for Vegas. I think some people are confused by the options and just want to see a bit more information. But yeah, if it's not interesting, I'm not going to waste my time. Number 13 is the $200 airline incidental credit. So this is only supposed to be for incidentals like upgrades and also baggage and stuff like that, but it does work for some other things. I'm going to link to a blog post walking through a bunch of Flyer Talk data points, and the main reason for this is because it can change at pretty much any point, and I'd rather just link you to another resource that I can readily change. I don't really want to refilm a whole video because one part out of 15 is technically wrong. So yeah, go to the blog post. A lot of different options that, as of filming, work for this credit. Number 14 is to move your platinum card onto your phone bill. So this is a pretty big, your mileage may vary depending on the other cards you have and whether you have coverage already. So with the platinum card, you get $800 of coverage per phone with only a $50 incidental and up to 2 approved claims per 12-month period. If you're earning substantially more cash back with another card, then maybe skip that. If you already buy Apple Care, then maybe this doesn't really move the needle. Apple Care also expires while this keeps working. Number 15 is to check for American Express offers and to add the ones that make sense for you. I try to cover the really good ones, but there might be some that are relevant for you that might not be relevant for everyone, so I decide not to cover it. A pretty easy example of this would be Rag & Bones, which is giving you a $100 statement credit for spending $400 or more. I'm probably not going to mention that in the video because, normally at least, because it's not something that I care about. If you are someone that shops there, then technically $100 back for something you were already doing anyways is a no-brainer. My vibe is that American Express is looking to do more of these partnerships, so we're bound to see more of these offers. Again, if you're interested in the Platinum card, we have a blog post walking through card match and how to look for that $150K offer, so go check that out. And if you're looking for other cards, whether American Express, Chase, other issuers, maybe you realize that you don't like the Platinum, we do have other links for that as well on our website. Huge way to support the channel. Surfshark 83% off 3 months for free, code AskSebby. My question for you guys is, what air fryer should I get? And also, of these benefits, which one is your favorite? For me, I think it has to be Lounge Access. I guess Delta, which is also arguably part of Lounge Access, even though I separated it into 2 different things. I have a feeling I know what's going to be the most hated one though. If you'd like to, give it a thumbs up. If you know anyone else who might benefit, share this with them. Will probably help them out. But otherwise, hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time.